Just need to connect to the conditions.
It's always amazing to compete amongst the best in the world.
I'm just surfing happy, man, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I've been training hard for that, and now I'm out there with one of my biggest inspirations.
The Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour serves as an umbrella for a number of different kiteboarding disciplines. Kite-Surf is one of the most exciting. In the 2023 season, the GKA Tour's Kite-Surf discipline is due to make 5 calls at locations around the globe. Each spot presents very different challenges for the athletes as we search for our men's and women's world champions.
Good?
Clap, no clap?
I need to clap.
Okay.
Your face.
So look into the camera now?
No, you're just clapping.
Okay.
Action.
Action. Rolling. Yeah.
This is my first time in Brazil.
Saquarema, as you know, is a very popular place because of the surf competition.
Okay, perfect. And change for other one? Yeah.
First time at this spot, obviously, and yeah, it wasn't really known as a kite surfing spot, especially at this time of year. It's a little bit lighter wind, so I wasn't sure what to expect.
Sometimes I come here for surfing. It's only 2 hours from Rio de Janeiro. I don't come here for kiting very often. I know it's good, but I prefer to come for surfing.
Everything paid, everything alright.
Mas não eram meus.
Claro que é pra galera ver teu nome.
I heard a lot of positive things about the waves, but I didn't know what to expect about the wind. And yeah, we arrived the week before. We just surfed a lot, but no kiting, so I was pretty surprised when we did the event on the first day, but it was great.
Well, Saquarema here is a very well-known surf spot. I mean, of course, they use it in the surf championship, so it has a lot of credibility. There's a lot of legend in this town about surfing. It's a surf town, and we're very happy to be here, to be part of this surf culture here and to push our sport in the direction of surfing.
So it's always been a dream to come here, and the dream come true. It's like so crazy, and because you're surfing at the same spot where all the pros were surfing, you know.
You know, Saquarema, it's for us that likes waves, surfing. We always see WSL competitions here, big names, big waves, barrels. So since kid, I sit on the computer on my phone watching these big names from here and from all over the world competing here. And then Saquarema, Rio is also a place which is very beautiful. People is very nice.
So cool to be here, and yeah, thanks for all the organizers to make this possible, and it's a dream, yeah.
I've been here for a few days, and I mean, we've had a bit of everything. We've had rain, we've had onshores, big, we've had small, clean conditions like right now. And the place has a lot of power. It's a beach break, and it's known for its power. So yeah, we're looking forward to see what we can do out here.
The kitesurf discipline has been designed to take advantage of the variable conditions on offer at any given location during the scheduled competition window, which must be set months in advance. Ideally, kitesurf contests are staged in the pure surfing wave format, which means pure surfing competitions require good swells and reasonable breezes together, which is sometimes a tall order. Wave selection is a key element in the judging criteria, as it shows the ability to pick the best set waves, and that sometimes means having the patience to wait as the clock ticks down. Choosing the best waves gives the riders the greatest opportunity to showcase their skills, as it offers them the longest rides with the most amount of power. Once on the wave, the judges award more points for the athlete's commitment. That means making the riskiest turns in the wave's most critical section, just as it breaks, so where it's at its steepest and most powerful. Snapping off the lip with the greatest verticality demands the most skill and is rewarded accordingly. The judges are also looking for flow and rail-to-rail surfing, as the competitors link their turns all the way down the line. Athletes can also use the power of the kite to race around breaking or close out sections of the waves until it opens up again, and then they can continue their ride. In the absence of good waves, the discipline may be staged in a strapless freestyle format. Here, the competitors perform tricks, jumps, rotations, and kite loops off the small waves that act as takeoff ramps. The athletes also use the power of the kite to help them get airborne. The judges reward the athletes for the height and distance they travel during their jumps. Scores are also given for the power of the trick and its technical difficulty, all of which increases the risk factor. The smoothness of a trick's landing is another key component. In a bid to avoid repetitiveness and encourage variety, the tricks are divided up into different families. The third format is a mixed format and is a combination of the two styles. The race director will choose the mixed format when the waves are considered only average. Just as in the other kitesurf categories, competitors may get as many as 10 attempts. Here, a combination of their best wave rides and best trick scores will count towards their heat total.
Coming up next, we'll be starting off with the quarterfinals of the women.
On the day of the competition, the spot was super challenging. The waves were every time breaking at different places, and I feel like you needed a lot of experience in the waves.
Our whole women's event happened on the very first day of the waiting period because we had some nice wind for the whole afternoon and really nice waves.
But yeah, it was pretty challenging. It was also the first time I was riding lefts. So honestly, before the competition, I didn't get to train in lefts and I didn't know if I was gonna go backside or front side. And then, yeah, it was challenging, but it was super fun and I've learned a lot. And yeah, now I can't wait to train more on this spot and in lefts in general.
Yeah, it happened just in one afternoon and it was just heat after heat. I think I went out to practice a little bit and then straight into my first heat. So that was a bit challenging, but yeah, I ended up working out. I ended up winning the event and yeah, really happy.
Welcome back, everybody, as we have the grand final coming out onto the water. Muna White is going to be going up against Capucine de la Noire.
In Saquarema, the deciding heat was a rematch of the final in the season's opening round. Both competitors had to contend with an unfamiliar left-hand break, riding the waves on their less favoured side. White chose to ride backside and made it work better than Delanoy, who chose to ride switch. For White, it was her second straight win of the season.
Yeah, Saquarema is always big and huge. And here it's one of the power wave in Rio for sure. And in my home break, sometimes looks like here. So it's big, bro. It's big.
I never thought in my life that we would get like waves like that, you know, with wind. I never got that condition before.
Yeah, today the waves are huge, but it's kind of like epic to have like a kite competition on these conditions. The wind is pumping. I'm thinking about like going with a 9-meter kite. So yeah, let's go in the water and try to get a barrel because there are some good ones out there.
As soon as I saw that, like, I said, okay, like, I never had any fear about going in the water with my kite, with big waves. But I don't know what happened in this spot that, like, I just freaked out when I was in the water. I really freaked out.
It looks really big, it looks gnarly, a little scary. I'm in the next heat, so I'm just trying to kind of stay calm and just, yeah, gonna go out, try to get some good waves and have fun and survive, of course.
Everybody that went on the water before me, they were sad.
It's really insane out there. You have no idea. It's way bigger inside there. Yeah, I was going so fast. I couldn't put from left to right. There's also a lot of bumps.
Unbelievable. I never got waves like that in my life. And then I got in the wave, and I saw it was really sketchy and gnarly. And then I kind of blocked, and I couldn't get a wave. I was not feeling myself. I was just trying to get out of the water, you know.
I think this is the gnarliest competition we ever had. The waves are huge, and yeah, it's scary. I think the one that has the biggest ball is gonna get it for sure.
Welcome back, everybody. Day number 10 here of the Copa Kite League GKA Kite-Surf World Cup. Matthew Lopez and Ayrton Cosolino in the grand final here. Saquarema, Rio de Janeiro. Wave really jacking up here on the inside. Matthew Lopez on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. First turn, up and away. Wow, boom, off the top. This is a good wave here for Matthew. Again, flattens out the section at the end. Can he maintain it and go all the way along? Yes, he can. Going to be getting past the foam ball here. Linking it together, and the wave goes flat at the end. Ayrton airing his way through. Ayrton Cosolino. Big hack. He knows he has to get it. He knows Matthew has had 2 big scores. Final 10 seconds. Oh, he's getting covered up. Does he get out? Does he get out? Yes, he does! What a way to finish off your heat, getting absolutely barreled!
Bro, parabéns. Vamos, incrível, bro. Vamos, dá certo.
But I like the way I lost because I think I found something that I really need to progress. You know, I really need to get into being calm in those situations, and that's something that I don't do. You know, I need to focus on my breathing. I need to focus on trying to get in bigger waves condition.
This here is the most important thing. Because the training I have, you know, is just have to go against me, I have to refine myself, go there and have fun. For sure the scores will come, you know.
Yeah, I think dealing with pressure is a process and it comes with experience. I think at every event I learn more and I learn more, and at every event I know like how to deal with certain situations, and then sometimes I have new situations that I have to learn how to deal with. But yeah, every time I feel like I'm getting better at it.
I think for me the hardest challenge is the waiting period. It's hard to keep the motivation, you know, that energy you have to compete.
I don't like losing. When you lose, you feel really low, but it's also like a few minutes later, or maybe sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes some days, or sometimes some weeks, but after the motivation you get after that, it's amazing. I've lost a few times, and after it you just train so much harder, and it's also a nice feeling.
I hate training, you know. It's not I always wanted to be in the water. What I've changed is like my mental health, because this past year has been too much, you know. I wasn't enjoying kiting so much because I was so much into it, you know. In the mornings, try to do some stretching, go for like a 15-minute run, you know, trying to be connected in the moment, you know.
I think when you compete, the biggest challenge is just like your biggest adversary can be you, and like the only person that can beat you is you, and you have to be able to do your best, but to do your best you have to be in a really good state of mind.
In the end, we go always to the focus that you want to be in the water and perform, do your job, have a lot of fun, get the best sections, get the best turns, get the best tricks. Yeah, and push the sport, push the level.
I never get the point of them, you know? They always talk to me about the mind and you need to be calm, but I never got really into it. And then I started thinking, there's something missing because I have the surfing, I have the talent, I'm just not winning, why, you know? Maybe I need to change something.
But then I found a huge balance that now I'm enjoying so much what I'm doing, and it's super cool to be here, and yeah, I'm stoked that I feel I want to continue in this game, yeah.
World Cups have been happening here right at this place. It's one of the most busy venues definitely on the tour. Sylt in Germany is one of the few islands on the German coast, and it has a lot of water sports history when it comes to events, because it's been hosting multiple windsurf World Cups, kitesurf World Cups.
For me personally, it's just so happy. I'm so happy to see you again.
I'm really happy to be here again. At the moment there is no wind, but we expect some nice conditions.
Yeah, a little bit this way. Yeah, no, that's too far. Perfect, nice, we got it. 3, and you missed it. No, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, Sylt is always a challenging competition. You know, you never know what we're gonna face here. The last year we've been here was like pretty strong and some waves. I think this year will be like more of small waves and maybe some light wind, gonna be hard conditions. But we are here to test like who is the best, so I think we need to be ready for any condition.
Why you ride it there in the middle?
Good, and you? Oh, nice to see you. Oh, yeah.
Looking at the forecast, we will expect more strapless freestyle and maybe a mix of conditions, but not a pure wave event. So the riders need to adapt, and they need to definitely ride on different equipment here. It doesn't help to be the best rider at one spot or the other. The world champion can only be the one who performs the best over the whole season, and that's what we are looking for.
A couple girls in particular who've been at the top and they're really good at strapless freestyle, like Capucine and Camille. And that's going to be a bit more of a challenge for me because strapless freestyle is not my main discipline.
Having a big freestyle background is definitely a big advantage for me, as if there's not so many waves, I am super comfortable to run in freestyle. But yeah, I can also score a lot in a wave if it's a mix, so it will be interesting.
Yes, I think the fact that it was freestyle, this competition, it helps a lot, because I'm more training in freestyle than waves. So I was lucky that it was 100% freestyle in this one.
For sure, it's really cool what GKA is doing, you know, they're like giving some pure wave riding and then some mix in between. That gives like a more complete rider, you know, then whatever it is, when it's on, it's on.
Camille Losseran faced Capucine Delanoy in the final of the tour's third stop in Sylt. It was fought out in the strapless freestyle discipline, where tricks were the order of the day. Losseran came out firing, but the world champion Delanoy showed that she could match the Swiss rider trick for trick. Delanoy got her nose out in front and took an emotional win. It was her first time on top of the podium this year. In the men's, Ayrton Cozzolino was up against the unfamiliar face of Kiko Roig in the Sylt final. Cozzolino showed his versatility on a surfboard with his strapless freestyle tricks. But the surfboard freestyle specialist, Roig, was up to the task, and he landed his first ever World Cup win, despite the difficult conditions.
After Germany, I started like, hey, I think I need to relax because this year wasn't a good start of the year for me. And I said, I'm gonna just focus on my mind, focus on my happiness, focus on what I need to do and enjoy the process.
I'm a guy that doesn't like so much pressure. I'm a guy that normally doesn't like so much be the number one because everybody is on you, all the attention is on you, and this means pressure.
Above me I have Pedro, Matthew and Ayrton. I like to compete against them. I think we are always pushing each other.
I know James is out, Mito's not here, it's a big name. Ayrton is here, there's Gabriel, there's Pedro, there's Sebastian.
My biggest rivals are Kozo, Matthew, James, and probably James will be my biggest rival for the rest of our career because he's the same age as me and he pushed a lot the sport.
James Caro is the current kitesurf world champion. He also won the surfboard Big Air world title in Spain in June, but after that he broke his leg and was out for the season.
Without James, it's like different, you know. You guys know me and James, we are like huge friends. Like, I really miss him and this tour, you know. It feels different without James here. But then we have like more riders, which give me hard time, you know. We have like Pedro, we have Benetton, we have Machu.
I like to have this rivalry because it pushes me to go harder, it pushes me to learn more. Every time I lose to one of them, I try to understand like why I lost and try to learn as much as I can from this loss. That drives me, you know, like every time I lost, I just can't sleep.
We keep coming to Dakhla because it's a really one of the greatest spots in the world.
Last year I had a bad result here because I felt that I couldn't find the rhythm with the ocean and I couldn't find the waves that I was looking for. I knew I had the surfing, but I couldn't find the good waves. And everybody was getting good waves and I was the only one not getting. And I said, the ocean has an issue with me, what's happening, like what's going on? But actually it was my fault. Came here just to try to change that and stay in the water for as long as I could. And I think I understood the wave better.
All the judges were looking for the competitors to really be very selective with the wave selection. That makes a really key factor to get on the wave and also especially how the rider is capable to connect in between the section. This is a really key element to really show that variety as well and the degree of commitment in the critical section and the variety and speed of flow. All those factors we have in consideration for the final score.
I think wave selection here is really key. Just trying to go in that direction and yeah, I think it's worth it.
Welcome to the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Dakhla.
Moona White again faced off against Capucine Delanoy in the final. Delanoy's surfing has been fast improving since the pair last went head-to-head. But White was once again in a class of her own in this pure surfing contest. Dakhla's long right-hand wave is not that dissimilar to Moona White's home break in Hawaii, and that undoubtedly helped her take the win. Clement Roseiro faced Pedro Matos in the men's final. In his first final, Roseiro, riding backside, gave a good account of himself. But Matos was on fire and attacked every wave with fierce intent.
My mind was key, for sure. Of course, you're gonna train a lot, you're gonna push, you're gonna do everything you can to get better, and I think that's the point. You can be the best in the world, but if you don't have a good mind, you're not gonna get it.
And that single-minded focus helped the young Brazilian to secure his first ever World Cup win in Dakhla. our leading title contenders are counting down to the season finale in Brazil, where the men's and women's world champions will be crowned. Ayrton Cozzolino and Matthew Lopez are locked together at the top of the rankings and are favourites for the title. But Pedro Matos and Sebastian Ribeiro on home waters could be a threat if the leading pair slip up. Muna White will be keen to wrest the crown from Capucine Delanoy's grasp, but the American could be found wanting if strapless freestyle is a big element of the contest. It promises to be a thrilling climax. Join us again to see how our athletes fare and the season plays out.